Welcome to Mobility Site Video.
Hey, good afternoon everybody. This is Chris Likeness, MobilitySite.com. Today I have a little treat for you. This is a non-Windows mobile phone. This is the Verizon Samsung Glyde, and it's a touchscreen device with a QWERTY keyboard here, and it's a little smaller than it looks. Previously when we looked at a couple other Windows mobile or non-Windows mobile phones, the Centro, the BlackBerry Pearl, the iPhone, which I'll be looking at it again real soon in a few days when the 2.0 software comes out. But anyway, this is the Samsung Glyde. I've used it for a couple days, and I'm not going to simulate an unboxing after 2 days, or I've had it for a couple weeks, but I actually used it continuously for a couple days. Like I said, it's a full QWERTY keyboard. It's got an HTML browser, touchscreen. Like I said, it flips like that, and you see the menu flipped with it. It's a pretty cool phone. T9 text input. It's Bluetooth, AD2P, all the good stuff. It's pretty quick, real responsive, and I will show you what we got in the box, and then I'll show you some size comparisons, and then we'll take a look at the actual UI. So we got a user manual, a CD, a charger with the Samsung proprietary connector that I am not 100% sure, but I'm pretty darn sure because I used it on the Samsung Ace. Used the Samsung Ace charger on the Glyde when I initially pulled it out of the box, compatible with Blackjack, Ace, and so forth. And you have a USB to that proprietary connector as well. That's about it that came in the box. This is, like I said, a Verizon phone, CDMA phone, and it will be available, or it is already available, been available for a little while now. It's $149 right now online with a $100 online discount. If you go in a store, it's probably going to cost you $249. So what you have here is you got the touch screen. Touch it to unlock, and on the side, or this is the home button there. And you also have on the bottom, you have your speaker connection. I don't know if you, or your microphone. I don't know if you can see that. Here you've got your port for your charging and sync, and on the top you have a headphone jack. This is a VCast phone, and got a really nice VCast software for buying and downloading music. But I don't know if you can see that in there. On the side you have your on-off switch and your lock button, same dual function, your up and down volume, and the camera button. On the back you have a 2-megapixel camera. Get that a little closer so you can see that. And this is a bluish, metallic bluish in color if you can't really tell. So we'll show you next to a couple of devices you may not have seen before. And this is upside the Centro. It's about the same thickness, a little bit less narrow and a little shorter. BlackBerry Pearl, obviously it's going to be a little bit thicker, but it's about the same size as the Pearl, bigger screen obviously, and side profile, there you go. I think it's a little thinner than the iPhone. What do you think? Just kidding. There's with the iPhone. This is with the AT&T View, which is another non-touch or another touchscreen non-Windows mobile phone I will be taking a look at in the next few days. I would say these are pretty comparable in features. I've taken a look for a couple days with this one, and I used this one for a few hours the other day. And so anyway, let's put some of this away and give you a look at the UI. Okay, I'm back. I told you about the device a little bit, and I said that it's got a 2-megapixel camera. I wanted to also mention it does have Bluetooth, no Wi-Fi. I don't see why you'd need Wi-Fi. And it's also got a 1000 milliamp hour battery, which has been sufficient in the couple days I used it. It's 3G, and in my town 3G is a little spotty in the core of the town where I work. It works just fine, and it's pretty darn quick. Here at home I'm going to have a 1X connection. But anyway, to power it up, the power button's there if it's cold, but just to wake it up, use the home button there. Press here to unlock, and on the screen here we have a few things. Up top you have I use the stylus to point to that so I don't get in the way of it. Your connection speed, your EVDO, and so if it was EVDO, it'd say EVDO right there. Here you have your battery indicator and so forth. Here you have dial pad, and this doesn't work with the stylus, by the way. You got to use your fingers. Contacts, menu, dial pad. We'll hit dial pad there, and there's your dial pad, and it makes some really cool sounds. You can play some music if you wanted to there. So on the get back, it's pretty sensitive, as you can see, as I just barely touched it. On the dial pad you have a couple options here. You can just direct dial the number. You can hold that down if you want. For speed keys, you can click on your recent, which I'm going to go ahead and cover up because you don't need to see who I've called. Contacts, you can set up all your contacts, and I believe the internal memory will hold something like 500 contacts. It's got a micro SD slot that's capable of up to 8 gig micro SD card. Okay, so we got that, and then you can go back, and under the contacts you have options, and you can set to erase all your contacts, blah blah blah. So we'll hit back there, and there's your dial pad once again. And I really like this. You can play Jingle Bells or something. So anyway, we'll get out of here, and we're back to the home screen. That was dial pad. Here you got your menu, and this brings up some of the things you can do here, and I'll come back to that. Right here you have your contacts, which you already saw via the dial pad there. You can see right here, down here, you have the date and time and so forth, and then you have this bar here which has some visual indicators, and this indicator is lit up, indicating that I've got voicemail. Sorry about that. We got alarm clock there, calendar, and some other little menu, or your vibration. Oops. And I didn't do that. That just popped up. Entering service area. I must be going in and out of service sitting where we're at. And your mail. But this is just one button. You'd think that's kind of hard with your finger to click on each of those. That's just one big button. So, and it brings up this right here, which correlates with those speaker on and off, which was on the left, volume, new messages for email, voicemail, MMS, SMS, and email. Good gracious. Missed calls, calendar, which I'll show you the calendar. And you can add, contact or appointments and so forth. Alarm. It's a pretty simple phone. You can get to everything. It's pretty cool. So, but that's that. This little thing glowing around in the middle there, that is a what do you want to call favorites or hotkeys or whatever, quick menu. My shortcuts, that's what they call it, excuse me. And you got your main menu, new text message if you want to create a new text message. And you could change these if you hold down on it, or I forgot how you do that. I figured it out. Oh, hit set. Okay, hold on. We're trialing by fire here. Anyway, there's a way to change what shortcuts are here. So if you don't really care about having an alarm cut, or the Verizon Navigator or whatever on your shortcut menu there, which is brought up just by clicking that little thing in the middle there, you can change those out. So we'll go through, well, I'll go to the programs to show you all that, but I just wanted to show you this is the shortcut menu. We'll go to the menu and click on Get It Now. This is where you get music, pictures, games, whatever, and you're going to buy all this. It's going to cost you money from the Verizon Vcast. I've downloaded a few songs and so forth. Messaging, and I want you to see something because this is kind of neat here. As you run your finger around, you can see how that's changing. That's pretty neat, indicating where your finger location is. Here's your messaging, new message, inbox sent, drafts, voicemail, mobile IM. Click on mobile IM, and it brings up an application here. And I don't like how it auto rotates like that, but if you're going to be IM and stuff, you want to auto rotate it anyway because you're going to be using the keyboard here. So that one, I can close that out. Back to the menu. Verizon Navigator. This is a paid service.
A powerful and easy-to-use navigation tool that uses GPS technology to tell you where you are, what's nearby, and to give you directions to where you need to go. VZ Navigator provides easy-to-follow, voice-prompted directions right to your destination. Get it today.
So I don't know the pricing on that right offhand, but I'm going to go ahead and get out of it because I don't really want it. And anywhere you are, you can press the home button and go back to home. I'm not going to pay for it, but if I'm not mistaken, the way that it tells you where you are and so forth is an internal. Well, I know it's not an internal GPS, but it uses cell tower triangulation and so forth. So let's go back to menu. That's just one of the services that Verizon offers for it. My music, I went ahead and downloaded a few songs just for demonstration purposes. I didn't really want to, I use the Zune for my music, so I really don't need that, but we'll just hit play all. And it's just a nice little VCast player there. So anyway, let's get back out of there and we'll go back to the menu. And it's pretty simple to figure out. You got your settings and tools and stuff, and you can set up basically everything. Let's display settings here. We can change the wallpaper out. I don't have anything to set it to, but clock format, what type you want there. We'll go analog, and we'll look at that in a minute. Also, when you click on things, it's default. It comes up with a little a vibration. So, but you can just set up all your settings, and as you can see, I'm just barely touching the screen, and it's taking it, So get it now. I showed you that. That's where you get all your music and whatever, and that'll take you to the VCast store. Oh, one more thing: the browser. The browser's pretty decent. It's smaller than what I'm used to, but it's pretty decent. And I'm actually getting EVDO. It says right here now, so that's a good thing. They must have increased the coverage in my area. So when it brings you up with a bunch of little things that, oops, dadgummit.
VZ Navigator, a powerful and
Just look at me, I don't know what I'm doing. I do a quit. Sorry about that. We'll go back to this. And it brings up some hot keys, which basically they've got some services, kind of like the AT&T Media Net, where they've got some content built in for free that you can actually get to, like news. Click on news there. Alright, there we go. I hit sports for some reason. Wasn't liking my finger touch there. I don't have many bars, but so you've got a little menu there of the different things. And if I was sure, see, I'm going in and out of EVDO. If you look there, I'm going in and out of EVDO and 1X coverage, so it wouldn't be really good to try to stream one of these videos or something for you. So, but anyway, you can go to www here and just like I went to mobility. Oops, I'm so used to using a stylus. We'll see how that comes up and how quickly it does. But it my mobility site actually is designed to actually detect your mobile browser, and it successfully did that here. And you can read right here. We can bring up one of the stories. Now let's look at you can edit your touch flow 3D settings and see how that comes up for you. So yeah, I just watched the EVDO and 1X just flickered back and forth between us, so I'm not really in a good coverage area here to be demonstrating this, so we'll just go ahead and quit that. But anyway, this is the Samsung Glyde, and really not much to show you other than what I have. It's a good phone. The battery life lasted me quite a bit of time. I think I went the first day. I started out with a half charge from the night before, and it lasted me into the evening of the next day. So it's only 1,000 milliamp hours, but it really did pretty good. Hear that right there? It's spring loaded. It's pretty good. Feels real nice. It's smooth, but it does pop unless you just kind of ease it. But anyway, the keyboard, it looked kind of small, but it's really not that bad. It's no worse than the Tilt or the any other slider that you've actually seen. It is a bit smaller than, like, say, the Tilt. You see opened up there with the Tilt. The keyboard is smaller, but it's not that much difficult to actually use. So, but anyway, this has been a first look and mini review of the Verizon Samsung Glyde, and like I said, you can get it for $149 online at VerizonWireless.com. If you go into a store, you're going to pay $249 with a 2-year contract. So you want to check that out and see what you can do. Maybe if you want to go play with it in the store and then go home and buy it online and save $100. So anyway, my name is Chris Legnes. This has been an unboxing and first look at the Samsung Glyde from MobilitySite.com. Have a good evening.